join us.
Instagram, Facebook, Lovin Dubai monthly live show, October 2018.
I cannot believe it's October.
How can I?
The end
of October.
This month has just been like a flash. It's crazy.
I get a bit like, wow, the year's almost over. We have 2 months to go.
I know, and we've just arrived at the Lovin Hotel, and it feels. I know we're going to talk about Halloween, but is there a feeling like a Christmassy feel here?
There's something.
Can you say Christmassy?
There's something Christmassy, festive, but it's definitely Halloween. We've got some buddies around here. This guy is Fred. This is Harry. Don't know who he is.
What odd original names for Halloween?
What's that guy?
Okay, that's like Gorbachev.
Spook. Gorbachev.
So, guys, we're at Lovin.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're looking at the comments, we're at Lovin and we're giving away a really cool spooktacular prize. On Wednesday the 31st, you know it's Halloween, they are having a really, really scary night. They've teamed up with Escape Hunt. It's adults only, and the prize is for 2, so it's 260 dirhams worth 520 total, and it's a really crazy walk through the hotel, escape hunt, clues, drinks, food, all in one.
If you want to have fun, if you want a brunch evening, Halloween theme, and a bit of a game as well, come here. But first, tag your friends, tag your mates. We give away, it's worth a couple of hundred dirhams.
520 total.
520 total, and it'll fill your Wednesday evening. It's pretty cool down here. This is grape skin. We've got the whole lighting thing going on.
This light is meant to spook you, by the way. This is part of the whole spooky vibe that they're going down here.
Yeah.
This is just like part of it. So on the night, it's going to be spooky creatives the whole way through the hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, like and tag your friend. This is the monthly live show, however.
Yeah. So normally in the monthly live showcase, what we do, Caitlin's gone to Australia or leaving tonight, so it's just the 2 of us here today. But what we normally do is look back at the top trending stories in Lovin Dubai for the previous month, i.e. October. We look ahead, what's coming up, and then we talk about cool things that we've done.
That's normally. Normally that's what we do, but it's Halloween, you have to get into the spirit. You could be going trick-or-treating, but what we are doing to market is we're here and we're going to go apple bobbing. So.
Apple bobbing. Do you know, have you ever played that game? Do you play that in different parts of the world?
Well, it's really interesting because I mentioned in the office that I wanted you to try and beat a world record, which we'll get to in a second, and no one really knew what apple bobbing was.
Well, apple bobbing is a Halloween tradition in the US and Ireland, where we're from. And what you do is, you have to put your hands behind your back and tie your hands, and you have to, with your head, pick the apples out of the water with your teeth. And the world record...
Okay, so the world record in a basin is 37 apples in 1 minute. We have 6 apples in a small basin, and we want Richard to try and beat it. He's very competitive, so really, really quickly, if you guess, either tell us if you think he'll do it or he won't. 1 minute, 6 apples.
Not to beat world record, but I'll try and get 6 out of the basin. The basin is full of water, so it's obviously really hard to do, and it's probably about 25 years since I last did this, so.
But just before we start, we're looking at the comments, and I'd love to hear if you think he's going to do it, because before we started, I was like, how long do you need? And he was like, I can easily do 6. He's very, very arrogant, a little bit too arrogant, so I want to go.
Am I arrogant, guys?
Can you get away with this
I think
online?
I am. I think I'm arrogant.
No, sorry, you're not. That was the wrong word. He's just very competitive, and he thinks that he can do it. And apple bobbing is really hard.
Well, I love the way that you've just thrown me in it, Casey.
First one, no man says no, he won't.
No, he won't do it. Casey, I love the way that you've thrown me in it because you came up with the game, even though someone else has come up with it before you.
Operations.
Operations.
Okay.
Yeah, just the person to make the fool out of me.
Sorry, we just have 3 comments come in. He won't, he can't do it.
He can't do it. 6 guys, come on. Do I have any supporters? Stop taking Casey's side. Someone, I'm not going to start until someone says I can do it. If you do it, I might help you win the competition if you guess the exact...
So that's against the law. That's against the law.
That's against the law. If you guess the exact amount of seconds, I'll give you a big like, big thumbs up.
Yeah, and you know, Richard does have access to other tickets. We have a yacht party coming up, maybe you'd give them...
Lovin Dubai cruise every Saturday. It's a family brunch event, loads of fun. I can give away some tickets to that.
If you support him, he might give you... Oh, someone says 40 seconds!
Yes! Eric, good man Eric. Thumbs up, let's go.
Sorry,
okay,
I've got a timer.
Yeah, timer, stopwatch.
60 seconds, starting.
Any technique, what am I doing? Okay.
Surely he has this planned, he pretends any technique. You're
trying
to get...
am I allowed to take the top of it, or do I have to eat, anyway?
It's gotta be the apple.
It's gotta be the apple.
Okay, 60 seconds, 6 apples, starting from now. Oh! He's actually not mad.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Stop the watch.
Oh, I need to go home.
Instagram phone is ringing.
That was incredible.
Wow!
That was incredible.
21 seconds.
I should have tested that. I'm really disappointed.
That was cool.
That
I
was
want to
pretty
eat that one now. Alright guys.
Okay.
So anyone who got close to that seconds, well done. And try this game. Maybe when you come down here, Lovin and Graveskin will have a lot more Halloween games going on, a bit of a treasure hunt. So awesome, Halloween spirit. Look on Lovin Dubai. I know you guys wrote a brilliant article about all the cool Halloween things to do, and there are loads, right?
Like you cannot believe there's a Brexit themed Halloween brunch at Folly Lick. There's loads. Go on to Lovin Dubai for all ages. So the Lovin Escape Hunt collaboration, that's for adults only, but literally any age, whatever you want to do, whether it's a brunch, the QE2 have incredible shows, it's all listed on Lovin Dubai, so check it out.
Okay, fun.
No.
But yeah, if you were to go to one yourself, Case, after Wednesday, if you were doing another one, where would you go?
If I was doing another one?
After the Wednesday one here in Lovin, where would you go Halloween?
It's really hard. QE2, because I think they're doing a really big dinner show, so they're actually doing like, they have Thriller, and it's going to be a brunch big show in the theatre, which is just open, so I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, nice.
Or just go trick-or-treating in an apartment building.
Okay, that's an option. You can do it. Get some sweets.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
So what we usually do is what we said is we talk about the biggest stories of the month. It's been a very interesting month. Obviously we had Jitex, which was huge.
Yeah.
We saw some crazy things at Jitex.
Yeah.
Did you see the flying car?
I didn't see the flying car. I was there a day after, and it was just robot central. Like everywhere you went, there was a robot. And people were, a year ago at these exhibitions, people were trying on headgear and headsets. This year it was all about robots. They're coming. They're coming.
This is what I think is scary, and our top story is about driverless taxis coming, and we didn't realise how close it was, and then Jitex comes and it reveals everything, and people are like, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's a bit like fear of the unknown, a bit spooky like Halloween theme, but it's fear of the unknown, not knowing, like, are there going to be accidents? Like, is this going to change? Lots of stuff. But technology, it's the same thing with AI. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ethical? Should we be afraid of it? Should we embrace it?
Yeah, it's not coming as soon as we think. So they're testing out these driverless cars in Silicon Oasis, but obviously the UAE has the aim to be 25% driverless of public transport by 2030. So that's a quarter of public transport will be driverless by 2030.
Amazing, yeah.
So, and that's really close.
That's really close, yeah. But I think, with the 25th of October, right? We do this on the last Thursday of every month. So next Thursday is 1st November. So I just remembered a September show, and we've kind of just taken for granted how many outdoor activities we can now do. It just happens so quickly in Dubai, and we're so lucky. We'll talk about the next month, but in the last month, everything has happened. Nothing's happened, but everything's happened in terms of outdoor and stuff like that. I was at a race at the Jebel Ali Golf Resort, a Race Me event, and we're doing a lot of partnerships with Race Me this year. We're doing the Dubai Festival City Half Marathon, lots of things like that. But what I thought was, like, we just took for granted. We were sitting outside with a beautiful tablecloth, lovely kind of breakfast at 10 in the morning, and a week before it wasn't possible, and now everything's like that is possible. So it's just perfect weather to get involved and do things.
I 100% agree with you about the weather.
Yeah.
It is the best city to be in for the next 12 months. I don't even mind the summer.
It's a city anyway, but like there's just so much on now, like you can't help but be excited and get involved. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's also going to be really busy.
Yeah, what else did you do in October?
What else did I do in October?
Yeah.
Month? We're just moving on to all the big news stories.
Oh, we're doing the news stories still.
No,
okay.
October. Well, actually,
keep me in track, Case.
Keep me in track.
So the driverless taxis were on display as well as the car you're talking about that.
And you can check them out in Silicon Oasis where they're testing these driverless taxis, which is pretty cool.
So you can get into it.
You can, I don't know.
But it's in Silicon Oasis. Okay, awesome. And number 2, trending story, Lovin Dubai, October.
So this is the second biggest story, and it's really interesting. So there was a theft on an Emirates flight, and it turned out that the Emirates steward stole nearly 20,000 dirham cash from two brothers as they left their wallets. They went to attend their ailing father. But it's just, it brought up a conversation because so many people, do you ever think about your stuff that you're leaving unattended on a flight and you just think it's a totally safe space and then it may not be as it's transpired?
Yeah, I think everywhere. I think I leave stuff all over the place. I actually left a charger in an event yesterday and it got stolen. And
that's very rare.
Yeah, in a media charging station in the Future Investment Initiative in Saudi, and someone took it.
So Saudi, we don't know about Saudi.
But one of our peers in the media took my charger.
But would you not agree that lots of chargers look very similar and it's possible that they just probably took...
No, it was connected to my laptop.
Interesting.
Yeah,
and they didn't take the laptop. In another country, the laptop would be gone.
The laptop would be gone. That's true.
And also, you know, when you're in a really sticky situation without a charger, and you see one, and that's your charger is your lifeline. I can actually feel.
They are. Like, talking about chargers and lifeline. Do you get is it on Android, the iOS? It tells you now how long you're spending on the phone on each app. I know you mentioned that before in the podcast, and it's always had it. But like, it just. The amount of time we spend on apps and how much we use our phone and what we feel like when the battery's running dead, like it's all connected with like this addiction we all have. But anyway, I survived. I bought a new charger and I got Wi-Fi on the plane and everything was great.
Yeah. Everything was great.
But yeah, exactly. No, I'm conscious of it now, and it's making me aware not to use it as much. But in that story of the robbery on the flight, like how did Emirates deal with it?
So I think they dealt with it quite well. Immediately the brothers reported the theft. So what the staff did is they got in touch with the police as soon as they arrived. The police checked the plane, and what had happened was they checked the wallet for fingerprints, connected it back to, as it turned out, he was the thief. And what he had done when he freaked out when the police were coming to check the plane is he flushed the money down the toilet.
Really?
Yeah, so the money was gone. 18,500 dirham.
That's a lot of money to flush down the toilet.
Well, what would you do in that situation?
I'm not sure. Probably not in the first place. But he got caught and he lost his job and everything.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But Emirates dealt with it how they needed to deal with it. You call the police. You go with the proper channels. So yeah. And
okay, we got another story. Number 3, the most viewed, third most viewed article on the site was a bit of a random one.
So, well, it was a bit random, but then we realised it's 2 years to go until the Expo 2020, so we got the connection. Paris Hilton is tweeting Dubai. She's like adding people, tagging people, talking about, but she's not saying why. Okay. Until recently she mentioned Expo 2020 and she said she's excited to come. Okay. And yeah, Paris Hilton seems to be obsessed with us.
Yeah, so she tweeted like Faza, Zayn Sheikh Mohammed and tagged everyone, and then she's good friends with Chris Fade, who talked about her on the radio and stuff like that, but she didn't say why, but she's going to be here soon, and 2 years is not that soon.
No, but I reckon then, if you dig a little bit further online, you see even like her brother, I think it's Conrad Hilton or Nicky Hilton, is also commenting about things on Expo, and I think they're coming in the next few weeks. That's just a vague guess from something I saw.
It's interesting. I was down at the Expo site today, and it's just amazing how much it's progressed over the last year, and I know we have to wait 2 years for the full activity to start, but be prepared to be excited. There's going to be a lot on display. There's going to be live performances, celebrities like that are going to be coming all the time, and there's going to be shows and obviously the pavilions and the culture, and there's going to be a lot happening in the build up now to then. Like, it's a really cool project.
But I think we saw, so October 2020, just gone 3 days ago, was the exact mark of 5 days, I don't know what day it is, was the countdown of 2 years. So what they did in British Park was that they had a concert and a big light display, and that showed people, like if you see the pictures, you can go on to Lovin Dubai and check them out. That just gave people a small snippet of how cool the expo is going to be. Like, if you, like you said, you saw the site, I went as well, and it gets you really excited. It
does. Like, it's a really, really cool project, and it's, you know, 2 years is going to fly. Like I said, it was a year before we announced 3 years ago. I remember the creative on the website, and I was like, wow, that was a year ago. So it's going to fly, and always with the build up to these events, it's the kind of watching things happen and knowing about it and understanding it. They're expecting 25 million people to pass through the site gates in like 6 or 8 months, or however long it goes for. That's a lot of people. you know, and I think certainly by what they have on show, I think people will be going a few times.
Can you explain to people briefly what the expo is?
It's a world fair, and it's basically the Connecting Minds, Creating the Future is the tagline for Expo 2020. It happens every 4 years. It's been happening since about 1920 something in Milan. Is that correct? And it was basically a big fair then, and now it's basically it has a theme, and all the countries around the world show their innovation and show the future and show their products. So it's a world fair. If we go to Expo, we see Amazon and Microsoft with their fair. What if England or the US or Germany or France had to show what their country believed the future was? In the Olympics, they show what their sports people can do. In the World Cup, they show what their football team can do. This is a time to show their vision and their culture and their creativity. And interestingly, the pavilions themselves are like sovereign states. If you're in that space, you're actually in that person's country, like an embassy.
No way.
So there's really fascinating things like that with pavilions, and the creativity that's gone into the pavilions. The UK revealed theirs. The UAE pavilion is designed in such a way that when the sun sets at a certain time, you can see a falcon rising. Like the amount of creativity and people that are creating these spaces, and what's going to happen there. There's going to be food, there's going to be shows. So I think every time the fair happens, it evolves. It's in a different era, it's a different time. So every fair is different, and until it opens, exactly 3 years away, minus 5 days. 2 years away. Where am I?
We can all make mistakes.
Yeah, oops. Yeah, so then we really see what happens. But yeah, so cool. So that was Paris Hilton getting involved and stuff like that. Okay, number 4, the fourth biggest story on Lovin Dubai in October was...
Yeah, I think that maybe you know a little bit more about it because you've just visited Saudi.
Yeah.
But Khalif Al Habtoor is a really outspoken Emirati businessman. He came out and spoke in favour of Saudi, in favour of Dubai after the Jamal Khashoggi case, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically there's been a diplomatic crisis, as we're all aware, an international crisis that Saudi are dealing with. You know, from what I've seen in a business conference in Riyadh is that you know, it is an issue that shadowed the event, but they're dealing with it in a business manner, getting on with trying to kind of deal with it in the best way possible, recognizing it's a crisis, and but dealing with the domestic issue, so not having spillover with Vision 2030. And I think a lot of what the support of the UAE and the regional businessmen have kind of come out and said in general is that this is a great region and it needs business leadership. So Khalif Al Habtoor wasn't at the event, but Mohammed Al Abar was, and what Mohammed Al Abar said and has said before, and what we've written about Lovin Dubai is that you know, maybe global companies shouldn't be allowed in the region because these companies are taking over countries, and now he owns Noon.com, which is an e-commerce site, and he would vaguely be hinting at his rivals such as Amazon, who spent $25 billion in R&D. So he's thinking, are they taking over our countries? And it's really interesting to see his perspective as a businessman. And businessmen speak differently to political, you know, nuances and stuff like that. And at a foreign investment summit initiative on the stage, he said, "We don't need foreign money. There's enough money in the Middle East." So it's amazing. And Khalif Al Habtoor says a lot of this. He's brilliant if you follow him on Instagram. He comes out with these sentiments and statements that he passionately believes about the leadership qualities about business people in the region. And what he said after this was, if the US sanction anything on Saudi or this region, we should boycott their companies. You know, that would have ramifications and that would affect trade, and that's not ideal for a global economy, etc., etc. But it just shows the passion and energy that people in this region want to succeed and want companies from here to succeed, and it helps jobs, it helps everything. So no surprise that that was so topical in October in Dubai.
And like you said, he's super passionate. Today he had a short video, so if you follow him on social media, he's really interesting. Today he was speaking about the secret of success and why the UAE is such a country for others to follow.
Yeah.
And it's because they collaborate with businessmen. So it's kind of hinting that he works with the government to, I don't know, improve. And he was saying that's what the secret to success is in the UAE as opposed to other Arab countries. And he said the rest of the world can learn from us.
Yeah.
And that's just standard. I love it.
Yeah, I love
so
it.
confident.
Yeah, and you know, I remember when he said that the Dubai Water Canal was, as good as the pyramids in Egypt, and I love this passion for Dubai, and he should be our brand ambassador.
The Lovin
if he wasn't
one.
so busy. Yeah. So no, so that's amazing, and he obviously, you know, some of the businesses that Khalif Al Habtoor runs are the Al Habtoor Motors and the showrooms and the hotels and everything like that. But maybe more in the future. So that's all the big.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're just joining us, just a quick recap. We're at Lovin, and the reason we're surrounded by all this Halloween spookiness is because they're having a big event on Wednesday 31st. And if you want to join, they've collaborated with Escape Hunt. It's going to be really spooky, really fun, adults only Halloween night. Tag your friend right now, and then you can possibly win. And if you can't win, you can purchase tickets.
Yeah, so giving away 2 tickets. We pick a winner tonight. Every live monthly show for the last 3 years, we've been giving away tickets, and I think this is one of the most fun, exciting prizes.
Because I agree, because it's always, Halloween is always for kids, but actually I think it's one of the best holidays. Like, screw Christmas. Yeah. Give me more Halloween. Like, the decorations are better, there's no annoying music.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure everyone will agree with that. But.
Okay, I went too far. However, Halloween is really underrated, and there should be more.
Yeah, I agree. And it feels like there's a lot this week, and Halloween is this weekend, Wednesday 31st, and next weekend as well. So we're getting a week of Halloween. Get involved. Cool. Halloween competition done. Okay, what else is coming up in November?
What isn't coming up? Tomorrow, so it's a lot. So it's a lot of fitness stuff. It's a lot of outdoor stuff, which you touched on. Tomorrow, DFC Dubai Fitness Challenge starts. Fazza posted his picture today to show the world that he's ready. That's encouraging the city to be the fittest city in the world. 30 minutes of exercise daily for 30 days, and there's an app, and you can track your progress. And there's 3,000 free fitness classes happening across the month. There's 5 carnivals, each happening at different parks. I think the first one this weekend is in the IFC. Double check Lovin Dubai for that. But it's a really, really huge initiative. Last year was insane. Nearly 1 million got involved last year, 1 million people, and they're trying to top that this year. How cool is that?
That's a huge amount of people, and it's going to be all out. And I went to some of the yoga events and some of the things on Clyde Beach, and they're really nice things. You know, you don't want to miss out. Like so many of these things are happening. Just figure out where they are, read it on the website, and get involved.
Core Beats, I don't know. So the Core Beats is a really cool fitness yoga thing. It's free. It's at Club Vistamara, and they've had 4 of them. So the 5th one is happening on Saturday night. I think Chris Fade went to the last one, but it's a fitness yoga thing. But then it's also a bit of like a dance. They have lots of music, and it's a really cool way to spend a Saturday evening. So that could be your second. You have to do something else tomorrow. Go to the carnival, and then on Saturday join for that yoga class. I think hundreds of people turn up every time. It's really, really good.
Amazing. Like we'll talk about a lot of the activities and the big events that are in November, but just to tick off a few sporting events, you've got the Festival City Half Marathon, the first ever one of those. You've got the City Swim taking place this Saturday. Next weekend, Dubai Swimming Festival, which is the Dubai Mile around Burj Al Arab, again next Saturday. You've got the continued Spinneys Dubai 92 build-up rides. You've got Dubai International Triathlon taking place next weekend.
Female Spartan race is taking place this weekend. I'm getting tired of thinking about it.
So you have to do it. But there's so many. It's like if you think that 30 minutes every day sounds easier, if you think it sounds harder, if you did it for 10 days last year and didn't keep it up, get a goal. Sign up for one of these events and get involved. There's loads of these things that you can train for. And some of the kind of bigger kind of sporting events that unfortunately not everyone can take part in because this is reserved for the professionals, but 2 huge events that Lovin Dubai are proud media partners are at the end of the month. One is the golf, which is I can't spring.
The DP World Tour Championship is back, and it's super, super exciting. So this is the end of the European Tour.
It's known as the Race to Dubai.
It's known as the Race to Dubai.
Yeah.
Tell us more. It's more. He knows more about it.
I know more about it. I'm playing tennis here. So the Race to Dubai is the last event on the European Tour, and it's the biggest prize money event, and all the stars come down. And it's a free to enter. You just have to register online.
How incredible is that?
Yes, awesome.
Free,
yeah.
Really, really cool. Like in other countries, like in Ireland, to go to one of these golfing events is like sold out. You're not going, not a hope. And in Dubai, you can go for free, and they're having like musical performers, and it's as much as about the golf as it is just to go and enjoy a day on the greens.
Yeah, and we've got a competition running in the competition section on the website to give away hospitality packages. For that as well. Free competition to enter. Thanks to the European Tour and GP World Golf Championships for giving us these prizes. But get involved in that. And the second one, a week later after that, we've got the F1 in Abu Dhabi. What about the F1? What can you say about that? It's like we're fitting a whole year into 1 month.
I think I know more about the Yasalam after race concerts than I do about the F1.
Tell me about the Yasalam after race concert.
Well, it's 4 days, starting with Pulse Malone on Thursday. We have Weekend, Sam Smith, and Guns N' Roses finishing off on Sunday night. That is a huge lineup, super exciting. And then obviously, as well as that, you have the Yasalam after race concerts, and then you have all the pop-up clubs. So clubs like One Oak will go down, Amber Lounge, and all these, they get really cool celebs. So like French Montana was at One Oak last year, and Ella Eyre was at Amber Lounge, and they do really small intimate venues. So you can go to.
Was Drake last year or the year before? I can't remember. VIP room.
Really?
Yeah. True.
I don't know.
2 years ago. Year before. 2 years ago. But in the F1, it's a fantastic event. Lewis Hamilton will more than likely be world champion this weekend in the next race.
I love him.
He's amazing, and he's always here. He loves here, so we might see him at a lot of events beforehand.
And he was here recently with Nicki Minaj. Maybe he was checking out the track.
Maybe he was, and maybe she'll be back. Maybe she'll be one of the. Maybe they were preparing a duet or something. Who knows? We should stop the rumors. Cool event, cool weekend.
Love to speculate.
And then the weekend after that, so that's 15th November, 22nd November. Weekend after that, we've got the Emirates Airline Dubai Rugby Sevens, which is one of the staple, most exciting fun events. It's got costumes, it's got rugby, it's got live entertainment. Lovin Dubai are going to be there.
It's going to be mad. I love Sevens because people like Halloween, people get dressed up and people go all out. It's not just a day, it's a really, really big fun day. Weekend.
Yeah, I remember I went every day last year, and I thought that Thursday was such a good day to go because you can kind of walk around the grounds and all the different activations and stuff that are going on, and then the different events. Like, it's a brilliant place to bring the kids. But then obviously the kind of season pass, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday stuff is really good.
Worth going to check it out on Thursday because it's free, and then you buy your season pass for the
Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
But great rugby, great drinks, and like you said, it's for the whole family because they have separate areas now with like food and drinks and stuff, which has come on a lot from the last few years. So. Yeah,
and then every Saturday throughout November, Lovin Dubai cruise. This is a brunch on a $100 million yacht. You can go without the alcohol packages for 200 dirhams, 199 for 4 hours out the boat. It's pretty cool. It's a bit of a staple now. It's happening every Saturday, and it's just a nice experience.
I mean, you go on the marina, and the marina itself is beautiful, and then you leave the marina and you get to see Ain Dubai. You go past Blue Waters Island, you get out to the Atlantis, and foods, drinks, indoor, indoor cinema, just really cool. Like you said, $100 million yacht. How often do you get to do that on a Saturday afternoon?
Exactly. So come get involved, and we'll see you there. And what else is going on in November?
What else is going on in November? Well, yesterday, X Dubai did something super, super cool on Kite Beach.
I know what you're doing tomorrow. You're crazy. I will stay away from this stuff.
So this is the slingshot, guys. I don't know if you've seen it. Check our profiles, check X Dubai profiles.
A human slingshot.
A human slingshot. Uncle Saeed, who's a Dubai royal, friend of His Highness Royal Sheikh Hamdan, released a video. It gets up to 120 meters. It goes super, super fast, and you just they literally just like hold you in. And it's just like, no.
Real life Angry Birds.
I'm doing this tomorrow at 9 AM.
Is it like Angry Birds?
Yeah.
I would not do that.
I love X Dubai. It's just like, what will we do now? And it's open to the public from Friday. It's 280 dirham, approximately 200 something dirham, and you can do it from Friday. But you,
How far do you get shown?
you stay.
You're very brave. You're just like, sign me up, sign me up.
But you can't say no to these
Do we
things.
have like insurance for you? Like workman's
X Dubai will
insurance.
have insurance, but it's one of those things. though. If it's an opportunity, it's like if someone said, "Lovin Dubai yacht cruise," we're gonna go.
I go on the cruise because I know that I'm not putting my, I know I'm not scaring the living daylights out of myself.
To be honest, I didn't really think about it. You know the way you just say yes without a
No,
no.
I always say no to these things. I wouldn't do the zip line. I haven't done the. Look how scared you were in the zip line. Yeah, you're crazy. Okay, so that's
I don't
amazing.
even enjoy these things. I just want to like.
So get the Instagram photo.
Yeah. Something else cool. Meat Company, the restaurant we all know and love.
Yeah, love it.
So it's been around. It's like an institution in Dubai. It's one of those
Yeah.
steakhouses. It's really well known. Food is incredible, but the Souk Al Bahar branch, which is the first ever meat company,
It's the most famous one, right?
The most famous one.
It's
Okay.
well known, yeah.
They have done a total.
Yeah, man, no, sorry.
They have done a total revamp, and it's really, really cool. So last night was kind of the launch party, and it's a more modern vibe. They had a jazz band playing, and I would totally recommend going to check it out if you're looking for a steak this weekend.
Nice, awesome, cool. So there's also a big sale, Marina Home.
Do you know Marina Home?
I know Marina Home as being the place that you can't afford furniture for.
There's a couple of furniture stores in Dubai, and so there's there's Marina Home, and they're just everything in there. You just want, you would love to just go in, but like you said, not affordable. They are having a warehouse sale, so not just like a big sale in the store. You need to go to Jebel Ali. It's for 10 days. It started today actually for the public. 10 days long, a warehouse sale in Jebel Ali for Marina Home, and they're offering 60 to 80% reductions. It's going to be amazing. If you're looking for homeware, if you're looking for like fancy homegrown stuff, that's
amazing.
where you should go.
Yeah, might actually get down there, get a bargain. I'm just looking at all the competitions coming in. Love it, guys. Tag your friends. We're going to wrap up soon, so you only a few more minutes to enter the competition for Halloween here at Graveskin in Lovin and City Walk. City Walk just gets better and better, by the way. Spend some time down here, this beautiful weather in the evening. Just want to get a shout out. It's Dubai Opera season, and there's just loads and loads of stuff happening there. Tell me the best ones.
So today we just found out Feeder is coming. Do you know Feeder? I have to play the songs, but it's one of the biggest UK rock bands. They're coming on November 27th. I can't sing the songs, but okay, if you grew up in the 90s in Europe, you know Feeder songs. It's like, you know that kind of head-banging rock tunes?
Okay. No.
Okay.
Feeder, Google it.
Feeder's coming. There's a big Arab comedy night, so Arabs are not funny.
Yeah. Is that the name of the comedy?
He was just like, yeah.
I know they are.
He doesn't even listen to me. I just said a blanket statement and you're like,
Arabs are not funny.
So no, Arabs are not funny.
I thought it might have been a joke.
It's a huge UK comedy night, and what they've done is they've taken 4 comedy stars from that, and they're bringing them to Dubai Opera. It's the second night they've done this, and it was hugely successful, the first one, and that's the reason they're bringing it back. So Arabs are not funny is happening. They're kind of the 2 ones that are super exciting.
Okay.
There's so many, but Dubai Opera, there's just so much going on.
Yeah, and even like
Sleeping Beauty is coming.
Really?
Yeah.
So say I've never been to Dubai Opera. I jump on the website and I have to book, because these things sell out quickly, don't they?
Yeah.
And so how do you know about them, and like you book tickets? Where do you go for dinner beforehand? Like what's your kind of way to plan the evening?
Okay, well first of all,
you go to Meatco maybe.
First of all, what you need to know about Dubai Opera is it's not always about opera. So like I just mentioned a comedy show, I mentioned a ballet, and I mentioned a music show. Last week they had something totally different, and it's a really transformable venue. Dress up, make a night of it. There's so many places to eat down there. You could eat in the Sean Connolly restaurant, which is in Dubai Opera, and that is an experience in itself.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been to Dubai Opera, it's such an experience.
Yeah, and the Sean Connolly restaurant has that outdoor area with the beautiful roof. and the view of the Burj Khalifa. So actually this weather is perfect to go there before or after the performance.
My only issue with Dubai is trying to decide. There's so many options. And Dubai Opera, when you go on, you'll see that they've got a huge event season. It's impossible to decide which one you want to go to.
Just go to, yeah, just go to what you can.
Yeah, Ghost was there last week. Do you know Ghost, the musical?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real 90s, 80s classic with
Yeah,
Demi
yeah.
Moore, Patrick Swayze, and they transformed it into a musical and it was fun.
Really?
Well, I saw the
Like all these things cost money and like you can't go to everything, but I think what we're trying to do in Lovin Dubai is over the next month tell you everything that's on and just get involved. A lot of the 30 by 30 fitness challenges, as Casey said, are free. So you go to some of those things and then save up your money and either go to the Sevens or go to one of the live performances at Dubai Opera, something like that.
This is it. I guess you have to pick and choose. But
What
then
you like.
what you're saying is it's nice to do something special every now and then.
Yeah.
Like Dubai Opera is definitely a special. But what's nice about Dubai Opera is like the ticket prices are really varied. So for the Bollywood Music Classic, they have very limited tickets for 95 dirham.
Yeah.
That's 95 dirham to go to the Dubai show and see this incredible musical.
Yeah.
The feeder is only 150, I think. I think this is really good value.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right, brilliant. We're going to wrap up, guys. Thanks for being with us again this last Thursday of the month. It's been amazing, and yeah.
Yeah, and as a recap, you can read it, enter the prize. You can enter as many times as you want, and that obviously gets you more likelihood.
And just remember that I beat the world record time for apple bobbing.
Listen, you got 20. You got 6 in 20
and
seconds. The world record is 37 in a minute.
So I might have done 18 in a minute.
Oh, you weren't even close.
Cool.
Well, everyone, like I said, check the website for the Halloween roundup. There's so much going on. You don't want to miss any of it. If you want to get spooky,
yeah, get them all.
there's many options.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Richie.
Over and out. Thanks, Richie. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend. We're still live.
We're still live. Just, like you're reading the news. Just kind of if your mouth. So like, and just talk.
Yeah.
And then the lights go down.
So we'll pick the winners and we'll announce them tomorrow. Thank you, Richie.